Hey everybody, it's John and Dara here from Matches Music. Today we wanted to just cover a question we get asked by parents and beginners alike about which guitar they should choose. So today we're just going to run through some different types of guitar that's available very briefly, just so that you can understand the differences between them, and a very short sort of clip of some playing, so you can hear the differences in sound as well. So, I mean, a lot of the time, Dara, we will get asked the question, you know, we want a guitar, and then you say, well, which type? And then, you know, a lot of the time we might look a bit blank and say, well, we just don't know.
And the truth be told, there's really no right or wrong answer there. No. In terms of what you should start with, whether it be acoustic or electric, or if you are going acoustic, should you go steel string or nylon? They are just different sounds, different feels, and they may suit a certain type of player or a certain style of music. So that's what we're going to try and clear up today.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, I think you've got to go with what inspires you.
That's true, yeah.
So, you know, put it this way: if somebody's really interested in playing, you know, rock music, rock and roll music, blues and stuff like that, I think that, you know, the electric guitar is probably going to suit, but clearly something like a classical guitar that we've got here is just not going to sound right.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think if you've ever tried to learn to play guitar yourself, there's nothing that puts you off more than having the wrong guitar, so to speak. There's no point in buying your kid a classical guitar if all they want to do is play punk tunes. You know, it's just going to really, it's not going to be very encouraging for them.
It's not.
So to speak, they're not going to get the sounds that they hear on the albums they're listening to.
No, that is true. So really, without further ado, then we'll just have a look at these different types that we've got available. So what Dara's got in his hand here is a typical starter electric guitar. You may notice that Dara's playing left-handed as well. We're kind of in the opposite direction. So it does go to show that there are left-handed models available. The thing to consider if you're going down the electric guitar route is that the guitar has a cable and it's plugged into an amplifier. If we unplug this amplifier, we don't get much sound out of the guitar. All right, so you do need an amplifier. Once we plug it in, it comes to life, and that's a great sound. As you can hear here, it's not loud. These are practice amplifiers. If you're at home, you could use that at a sensible volume. They don't take up much space. But I think a lot of people are really frightened of electric guitars, thinking that they're going to be incredibly loud, they're going to annoy neighbours and things like that, but that's not true, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. These amps as well, most modern amps you can plug headphones straight into as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep things very quiet, for you know, bedroom use or playing at home in the evening, not annoying parents or the wife if you're just starting off yourself.
Yeah.
That's perfect for that. Again, these little amps, that's pretty low volume on that. I mean, I can make it louder or. But it's more than manageable for that.
Good. So, so that covers the electric guitar. Then what I've got in my hand here is a steel strung acoustic guitar, which would be really suitable for those who don't really want the electric guitar thing, but they might be interested in either folk music, pop music, just strumming out a few chords. You don't have to plug it into an amplifier, because acoustic guitars, all the sound is coming from the box. The box is its amplifier. There are a couple of different types that you can see here. We've got the acoustic steel strung and the classical. Now, the steel strung acoustic guitar would be more suitable if you want to play more sort of pop music or folk music. Think of, I don't know, people like Ed Sheeran would be made the acoustic guitar really popular of late.
Yeah, the very popular one.
You would not really get much effect playing a classical guitar if you want to play that style of music. So I think, you know, the steel strung has a very bright, it's great for strumming. this is great. It has a bright sound for strumming, just sort of poppy songs and things like that. Works really well. So this guitar is a classical guitar. We can see that that we've got nylon strings on here and not steel strings. So that's a significant difference. It has a different feel to it. The neck is much wider and the string height is higher. It needs to be that way. And we play it in a different way. If we just strummed, it doesn't quite have that zippiness that the steel strum has. But when you play it in a fingerstyle manner, with the classical guitar technique, then it starts to come alive really. So if you want to play that sort of style with the classical guitar technique, this guitar is where you need to be at.
Yeah, the classical, if you are really looking to play classical music, if that's the kind of maybe the grades you want your kid to do in school, whatever, that's specifically built for that. The classical has a slightly wider neck and stuff that helps with that fingerstyle. And really, there's no point in buying one of these, again, as John says, if you're just going to be battering out cowboy chords. One last thing I want to mention very quickly is something I get asked a lot is, should my kid play left-handed or right-handed? Basically, if you've never played guitar before, you don't have any muscle memory in either hand, so it doesn't matter. I know plenty of people who are left-handed play right-handed guitar, because that was always available to them. I would say just hand your kid a guitar upright like that and see which way they're instinctively grab it. Because some people do find that, I mean, I tried to learn to play guitar right-handed and struggled with getting rhythm with this hand, and it just works a bit better like that. So again, unfortunately, there's no right or wrong answer there. It's just a case of trying and seeing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's given you a little bit of insight into the different types of guitar that we do and which one might be appropriate for you, or again, if it's for someone for Christmas. There's a wealth of different models we have in each section here, and we also do those as beginners packs where you can get everything you need to get started for one sort of bundle price. So we're going to be making a bunch of videos about the individual styles of guitar, which will be coming up next. So thanks very much for watching.
Yeah. See you later.